Impressions, cost per click, cost per meal, cost per action, cost per impression. Conversion tracking, click-through rate, view-through rate, targeting, hit, banners, AdSense, AdWords, ad rotation, floating ads, expanding ads, frame ad. These key terms are some of the jargon thrown around by those involved in the $36.57 billion industry in the United States that is known as online advertising. In 2011 alone, online ad revenue surpassed those of cable TV ads and nearly surpassed those of broadcast television. And with online ad revenues growing over 15% per year, online advertising is only going to become more prevalent in the future. So let's get started by taking a look at an online advertising platform, Facebook Ads Manager. Facebook Ads Manager allows anyone to create targeted advertising campaigns to promote a product or service to a targeted audience. The homepage for Facebook ads contains some key information on your campaigns, as well as pending notifications and some quick expense information. Users can start, pause, and delete campaigns through the interface. See how many times ads were clicked, how much each click cost, how many people saw that ad, how much of the daily budget the ad campaign is given, along with how much was spent and is remaining in the budget today. Clicking on a campaign reveals further statistics and information about the campaign. A campaign can be paused, resumed, and deleted at any time. You can also change the budget on the fly. Either a daily budget or campaign lifetime budget can be entered. Campaigns can be run continuously or between specified dates. You can see an estimate for how many people may potentially see this campaign, your target audience. For this campaign, it's 182,000 people. Some other key metrics are campaign reach, which is the number of unique viewers of ads from the campaign, frequency, which is the average number of times each person saw the ad, clicks, the number of times an ad in the campaign was clicked, click-through rate, which is the number of clicks received divided by the number of times ads in the campaign were shown, and the total amount spent on the campaign. There's also a graph showing the number of clicks received by day. There's also a table which shows individual ads created for the campaign. Individual ads within the campaign can be started, paused, and deleted. You can also change the maximum bid in terms of cost per click for each individual ad, all on the fly. Expanding each ad reveals the specifics of each ad. The 4 ads within this campaign were created back in 2008 when I was using Facebook to promote real estate services. Each ad has a different purpose and a different target audience. Under targeting for each ad, you can see who the target demographic is, as well as an estimated cost per click bid for that demographic. The top 2 ads here were designed specifically to target university students in the Nassau County area. The estimated audience for each of these ads is roughly 12,000. The bottom 2 ads within this campaign have a much larger estimated audience, as the demographic constraints are not as limited for these 2 ads. The intention with these bottom 2 ads was to reach a much larger target audience with a more generic message. Facebook allows you to structure advertising campaigns in any way you like, as specific as you want or as broad as you want. It's your choice. So let's take a look and see how an ad is created. It's very easy to create an ad within Facebook. You could create one today in a matter of minutes. Start by clicking the green Create an Ad button in the upper right corner. The next page will ask you what your intention is for creating this ad. Let's create an ad that will redirect anyone who clicks on it to your website. So we will click Clicks to Website. Enter the URL which you wish to direct traffic to. You will now be able to select specifics about your ad. So let's design our ad. We'll start off by adding a picture. You can use your own photos as well as stock images. Let's assume this is an ad for real estate services, so we'll find something relevant. This photo of a home should work. You will then be able to see a preview of your ad and edit the headline and body text. In this case, we'll create the headline, "Find Your Dream Home," and in the subtext have, "Today's low mortgage rates and prices won't last forever. Let us find your dream home." As you edit the text, you will see the preview on the right change to reflect any changes made to the ad. Once your ad is created, the next step is to select your target audience. We'll start with the location by selecting Nassau County, which is actually all Facebook users within a 25-mile radius of Nassau County. We'll leave age open and select both genders. Facebook allows you to be as broad or specific as you'd like. In this case, we'll make our ad as broad as possible. Selecting a specific target audience is particularly useful if you have a good or service that a certain community would be interested in. For example, suppose you are selling long-term care insurance. The aging baby boomer demographic would be an audience you would want to target. Facebook allows this. If we select baby boomers, the estimated audience size drops to 980,000 people. As you change your target audience, the suggested bid price in terms of cost per click changes. For baby boomers in Nassau County, this suggested bid price is 57 cents to $1.04 per click. You do not have to bid the maximum in this range, however. You can always up your bid if you are not getting as many impressions or clicks as you'd like. You can set the bid manually, or you can keep it dynamic and have Facebook adjust your bid in order to get more clicks. Once you're happy with your ad, simply press Place Order, and that's how you advertise on Facebook. So why would you want to advertise online? What advantages are there over traditional advertising? First, online ads can reach a global audience. Anyone with a computer and a connection to the internet has the potential to view an ad placed online. Online ads ensure targeted marketing to ensure that your target audience sees your ads, reducing potential wasted expenses on exposure to unintended audiences. Online advertisements can be rich in multimedia, not only including text and pictures, but also video and animation. The ads are very cheap, costing a fraction of print or TV ads, and new ads are delivered instantaneously. Because of this, online advertising has been growing steadily over the last decade, from $7.3 billion annually in the United States in 2003 to $36.6 billion in 2012. Revenues from online advertising in 2011 were second only to that spent on broadcast television, eclipsing those of cable TV, magazines, newspapers, and radio. One trend to keep an eye on is the growth of mobile ads, which are ads specifically for smartphones and tablet devices. In 2011, 5% of online ad revenues came from mobile. In 2012, it was 9%. There are multiple advertising platforms that could be used to place ads online. Search engine affiliated networks such as Google AdSense and Yahoo Advertising Network are some of the largest venues for online ads. There are also dozens of other alternative networks where one could place ads. Social media marketing such as Facebook is another large advertising venue. There are many ways in order for publishers to push ads from advertisers to internet users. Display ads, banner ads, pop-up ads, text ads, and rich media ads are a few options available to advertisers. Here is an example of a banner ad, which are common on many sites and many of you are familiar with. Pop-up ads are another type of ads. Although these aren't as common as they once were, some sites still use pop-up ads. Here's an example of a rich media ad. They've become more common recently on the internet and provide an interesting visual effect when compared to banner ads or other types of traditional online advertising. Text ads are also commonplace on the web. The text ads here were shown alongside search results on Google. Google charges advertisers to display their ads in a prominent viewing location whenever someone searches a keyword relevant to that advertiser. Advertisers pay for their ads in a variety of different ways on the web. One method is cost per click, where the advertiser pays each time someone clicks on an ad. Currently, 2/3 of online advertising compensation methods use cost per click. Another method is cost per impression, where advertisers pay each time an ad is viewed. Cost per meal is the most popular method of cost per impression advertising compensation. This is where advertisers pay per 1,000 views each ad receives. One problem with cost per impression advertising is that it's susceptible to impression fraud. Another payment method is cost per action and pay for performance, where advertisers pay every time someone performs a desired activity, whether it's purchasing a product or filling out a web form. Sometimes these arrangements include some form of revenue sharing for the publisher, so every time the advertiser makes money, the publisher makes money. The whole goal here is to provide some incentive for the publisher to ensure that traffic is being driven to the advertiser's site. The risk here is shifted to the publisher because if the desired outcome is not reached, the publisher does not earn revenue. Over the years, the preferred compensation method has shifted from cost per impression, cost per meal, to pay for performance and cost per click. Despite the utility of online advertising, there are still some concerns. Banner blindness is an issue, as there are some people who use the internet who just tend to ignore banner advertisements or never click. There are also some issues of fraud. Sometimes it's hard to really trust whether or not an advertiser is giving you the correct information in terms of impressions, number of clicks. It's also hard to determine who exactly is viewing and clicking your ads. Ads that rely on tracker technology such as cookies may also be rendered ineffective if a user has installed certain software or tweaked their browser settings to not allow cookies. There are even ad blocking applications in existence which enable an internet user to have a completely ad-free experience online. As you can see here, this is a website, in this case Fox News, without AdBlock Plus enabled. And here's the same web page with AdBlock Plus enabled. As you can see, all of the banner ads and ads on the side have completely gone away. However, despite any shortfalls, online advertising is here to stay and has been growing rapidly over the years, roughly 15 to 20% year over year.
Money, it's a crime.